time to get chili. And I don't mean going and buying chili, although if you guys want me to do a review on like a chili restaurant like this video, and I might do a chili review for my next video. You're wondering, Eddie, how can I make even more power? What one single mod can make my Golf have more horsepower? I wonder what it is. I'll tell you what it is. You need to get yourself an intercooler. First, we need to understand some engine basics. The colder you can get the air before it goes inside of your actual cylinder and explodes, the better it is for your car. So the end goal here is to have the final charge of air coming out of the turbocharger through the intercooler and then into your intake manifold be as cold as possible in order for you to be able to make as much power as possible. There are three main types of intercoolers. There's front mount intercoolers, or FMIC, Twintercoolers that are front mounted intercoolers that have pipes that allow you to keep the stock intercooler and just use both. And then there's direct replacement intercoolers where you have to remove your stock Golf intercooler and replace it with something made by another company, usually something bigger. Bigger is better. Just for reference, the stock Volkswagen Golf intercooler is only 8.1 liters in volume, so that's the volume of air that can pass through the intercooler at one time. The Golf R intercooler is a little bit bigger at 9 liters, but they're both not really that big. Let's talk a bit about front mount intercoolers. Installation is pretty easy. As you can see, prices do vary. They're usually pretty expensive, and I would personally say it's not worth paying over $1,000 for these intercoolers. Let me explain to you why. Placement is a little better than the stock intercooler in the fact that it's not being covered by the AC condenser, which steals some of its effectiveness. So the placement does make it a little bit more effective, but the new speed FMIC is only 8.3 liters and the CTS FMIC is only 8.6 liters. So that's only a 0.5 liter jump from the stock intercooler, which really I don't think is warranted for that price range. Next on the list, we have Twintercoolers. So Twintercoolers, I can only find two made by reputable companies. One's made by Forge Motorsport and the other one is made by eBay brands, Majesty or CSK or whatever you want to call them. What happens is the pipes leading up to it also let air flow through your stock mounted intercooler, using both systems to cool the charge going into your intake manifold. The volume of a Twintercooler is around 5.8 liters. If you add that to the 8.1, you get 13.9 liters of total volume. So still, yes, you're getting a good bump over the stock intercooler, but you have to keep in mind that you're still using it. So any of that heat soak can be caused in two places on your engine, not just one. That heat soaking effect will be actually amplified. However, I am going to say this right now that if you're not a professional, you don't like working on your car, and you do not want this to be too hard for you, this is the option that you should buy. It is cost effective. Buy the eBay version, buy it from Alibaba. It is fine because it's an intercooler. It's not a high-tech piece of engineering equipment. It's a fairly simple device you can install on your car and still see pretty huge gains for a relatively very good price. Ease of installation is such that even a regular person with minimal mechanical knowledge could get it done. It's time. Anyway, that was horrible. Direct fit intercoolers. That is what I picked. That is what I recommend to you. They vary in price. They also vary in dimensions. There's a very good blog out there that goes over all the airflow, their cooling properties, as well as the volume of each one of these intercoolers. And you guys should check it out. Replacement intercooler replaces your old Mk7 intercooler with a larger one. What I bought was 16.4 liters, which is over twice the size of what the OEM intercooler size is. It is a little bit harder to install this. Keep that in mind when buying it. You're either going to be installing it yourself. There are YouTube videos out there to help you, but you will need some mechanical skill as well as some jacks. This should not deter you. You need to have some confidence. You need to believe that you can do it. Watch the YouTube video a couple times or pay someone to do it for you, whatever it is that they charge. The moral of the story is, don't buy an FMIC unless you want to go just for the look. You're not really going to make all the power that you can with it. Don't buy a Twintercooler unless you're just looking for ease of installation, and then in which case, yes, it will work. So all I'm saying is, go to eBay,
buy yourself a Majesty or CSK direct replacement bar and plate intercooler and thank me later. What's next, you say? Stick around to find out.